Yeah.
All right. Just gonna start the music right away, just so we can see. All right. Let's refresh the stream.
That seems early too. That's less than 90 minutes in.
Yeah, I actually called it. It was 1 hour and 24 minutes. So that's pretty funny. And we're back. All right.
Hey.
All right. So this is the witch search. I think this might be the only answer.
The crabs. Okay. Oh. What are you doing with that, I wonder? Go ahead.
Gee, one can only imagine. All right.
Now I am curious. What could you have picked up as a level 7 that would be dealing with this board?
We'll find out. All right. Well, you know the obvious end here.
Yep.
All right. Battle phase.
Yeah, I've got
Cyber Dragon will attack, and you are and you don't have anything to counter with it for sure. So
not this time, no. So we will take the 2100. Easiest way to say to think on honest is basically just whatever attack your monster is. That's what's going to be the difference.
All right. Now main 2, we will set that one and end turn.
Ah, okay. That's not a bad one. I'm gonna play Proving Ground.
Shit. Yeah.
It's not bad. Okay, let's... This has probably got the best chance of running something over. Because I know you can synchro, so there's no point in getting Hopla Diplomat down there. So let's just get Lucario as we...
Lucario! Go!
Right, we're gonna normal him.
Yep.
Battle phase, so gonna try and hit the defense, dude.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
It is Sangan. Okay, this depends on what you actually might want from this. I think the correct answer is you.
Crow. Okay, yep. Well, he did just stick a sword through the cockpit of it in his yeah, right. So yeah, end a thing. We're going to do the thing back here and into defense. Actually, is going when I find where he is going to go Myrmilio.
Ooh.
Because Myrmilio will destroy Cyber Dragon with its effect, right? Yep, target one face up monster, destroy that target.
Yeah.
Alright, main 2, let's set one, and you're good to go. I don't think I was getting over Cyber Dragon in basically any other way here, so... And yeah, he's a weenie butt in defense, but I don't think that really matters.
I mean, the only downside to that one is that it had to be a face-up monster, which you did.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, it's time to start playing rough.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yep. Uh-oh.
Here's my boy.
So you've got Krebs and Crow in hand right now. Yep, okay.
At least you know that for sure. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Alright, now... what are the odds of that being your chariot?
Oh, would that not be glorious right now?
That would be pretty funny. That's interesting.
Yeah, the mind games are real right now, huh?
Oh, they're very real. They're very real. Alright. Well, I think the best thing to do is to declare its effect to target Romillo and banish it.
Yeah, you got it.
Now, Chaos Sword cannot attack this turn.
Correct. So if you want significant damage, you're going to have to sink it off.
I'm gonna end turn on that.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, I will admit, didn't quite see that coming, but I guess it does make sense. Go ahead.
Yep.
I can understand why.
Alright, well I can set that now. Now that monster's not face up, so I can't banish it.
Yep. That's partly why it's down.
Alright. Alright, this will be interesting. Well, now I'm going to normal summon Krebs.
Yep.
Battle phase. What's the odd of that being the Hippopotamus?
I don't think you've even seen it yet, have you?
No. You haven't played it yet if you have it. And I don't know if you'd still be playing that. I would have seen why you wouldn't, because there's 2100 attack monsters. Hippopotamus. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, I think this is safe.
I actually like Hippopotas as the
Hippopotas. That's a pretty good one too. That's pretty good one too. Alright. Chaos Sword then attacks the face down.
Yeah, that's Sand Knight.
Sand Knight. Yep.
So it would have actually been even defense.
Yep, actually would have been defense. Alright, well that's a good call then. Well then, Crabons will attack directly.
Yeah.
And turn.
Okay. Heavy Storm?
Meh.
Tried to bluff, but you know. Dark Hole.
Meh.
I know the only card you have in hand is Crow, so I'm pretty okay putting Grand Mole down here. And we'll hit him. Go ahead.
Interesting.
I mean, I lose to... I don't even lose to, like, directly lose to a stealing card here.
Not quite, but...
Alright. Normal Summon Witch.
Eh.
And we will hit him with both. Oh, this is scary. Go ahead.
This is very scary. Alright.
Well, I'll talk about that afterwards, Chaos, because I know why he took what he did.
Alright, well, I'll set that. And I'll set this.
Okay.
And I'll have to intern on that.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with in here. Grand Mole's gonna hit.
Is it going to activate its effect?
If the attack is successful, yeah, it's gonna activate its effect.
Then the hand, face down.
Okay. Yep. Sorry, that just...
Yeah, I mean, I had to make sure that the way you were attacking it is like you're activating the effect, because I didn't want to like flip it and be like, oh, you know what it is now.
So I think the order, I was more looking at the back row. I think the order is like if I'm going to use the effect, I think you have a chance to activate your back row before I can declare the effect. So
yeah,
it's a timing thing off it, as I was giving you a chance to play the
that's
back
fine
row first. I should have been more explicit with that. But,
no, that's fine.
I think I've been burned by resummoning before that way, but no, I think I'm gonna summon Darius.
Darius. Alright.
Go ahead.
Oh. Well, let's set again. And set again. And I have to intern on that.
The unfortunate thing of playing the way I did with it, but I think it's gonna be okay. Normal summon Bestiari?
Bestiari, yep.
Okay, contact these two?
Yep.
So we will go deck and deck. We will shuffle that up, because again, I'm going to forget to if I don't do that first. And we will get out Garzaris, who, when this card is summoned, so my trigger happens first, so I've got to select the two targets before any back row stuff would come up, unless you can negate the summon.
No.
Okay, yeah, because negating the summon would happen before the trigger.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So what do I want to... I guess I would... It's 2 cards, right? Yeah, up to 2 cards. So I'm going to take the monster and that one.
Alright. So,
I almost feel like I should have gotten rid of the one that you set.
So that one's that one, and this one is...
Wall of Illusion, yeah. I had a feeling that might happen because it was good against his deck before. So,
I mean, regardless of it being good against the deck, it's still a good card. Most people,
it's pretty good.
Most people undermine it.
I ain't got anything against it. Alright, tap for game?
Almost.
Yeah. Oh, I should have put this in defense beforehand. Oh well.
You look
okay,
at your Witch
so
Search.
2 grave, there you go. I do get the Witch Search, but now... I mean, okay, you've only got Crow in hand though, so it's not even as if I'm that worried on that front, huh? Yeah, I really should have hit the one that you set last turn, given that you hadn't played the other before, but you could have just been waiting for a better time on Mirror Force. That would, like, I could have easily seen it played that way. Okay, should I just take Laquari? That's probably the best one here. Given my life point count is too low for something like Crabs, I'm gonna take Laquari here. I'm pretty sure you saw Krebs in the last game, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I normal summoned Bestiari, so... Should have put Witch in defense. There was no need for it to stay on attack.
I'll have to set an end turn.
Okay. Oh, that is perfect timing on that one. Pot agreed.
Ah.
Let's see it. Ooh, that is... okay. Oh, normal summon Lucario?
Yep.
Battle phase, we will hit.
That's the crow.
Okay. I'm gonna tag it out in... No, you've just discarded the crow. Okay, oh, gotten rid of it that way. That's interesting. I mean, you could have a third one, but... That... You've got no back row either. That kind of makes me want to get Darius, huh? Yeah, let's get Darius then.
Good old Darius.
And his effect will special... Which one do we... God, we've gone through a lot here. I'd like to get Horse, but I don't know. Actually, this is... I mean, it's Horse or Sam Knight. Horse is probably the better one to get back in circulation here.
Horse summons other horse.
Yeah, horse summoned by not winged horse. Alright, and then we will set... You've gone through 2 MST, but not the Heavy Storm. Yeah, shuffle back when this card leaves the field. Okay. We'll set 2. Go ahead.
Ooh, those are some pretty good draws, then.
And I'm realizing now I would have been 100% dead if I didn't stop that that Synchro plus Cybertrack in turn, you know?
Yeah. Tough draws. Right, well, I'm going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon.
Target?
Target... Oh, good question.
It's always rough when it's blind, isn't it?
Target that one.
Rush recklessly on Darius.
Alright.
Because if he leaves the field, the other one gets shuffled back, so...
Alright.
I make it harder for him to get shuffled away.
Alright. Well... Try and activate?
On? I'm assuming it's Darius, but I have to ask anyway.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, Darius.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually, because it didn't leave the field, I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually thing it, but, I mean, even if it does, it doesn't matter here, right? Because I have Grandmole as my last card in hand, but I'm gonna flip this guy face down. I'm pretty sure this horse doesn't leave the field at that, but I want to double check here.
Yeah, the fact you activated on Darius made it, so...
Yeah, like, I mean, I had that either way, even if a quest did get shuffled back, but I'm pretty sure it's the same sort of thing as like Book of Moon and not Book of Moon, but Call of Haunted and whatnot, where like the connection to the monster gets like dropped, and so this would no longer get shuffled back.
That pot agreed, helped you again.
Yeah, it was Rush Recklessly and Book that I got off of that. So I had them all, obviously, as you know, that was my only card in hand. And then my next draw would have been Cyber Dragon. Not really useful there, to be honest, but... yeah, we did. But it was freaking close, but we did. That was ridiculously back and forth, like, my god. Book of Moon cuts the connection, yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think I remember reading that as well. Alright then, I didn't actually end up side decking in this one, though I had a couple of ideas as to what I was gonna put in, but didn't end up having to.
Darius, what about the monster on defense mode? Where does it say that?
It doesn't.
Brownie's saying Darius would have brought the monster out in defense mode.
It doesn't say that. You can target one Gladiator Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, but its effects are negated by this card and is shuffled into the deck when this card leaves the field.
That's why I'm asking Brownie. Where does it say that?
There's no position. Yeah, there's no position thing for it.
Wait, I thought it does? Oh. Yeah, it never puts it in defense mode. I thought of another one. Nope, wasn't that one.
Oh, I don't want a special, so I don't want to put it in the grave. Yeah, so Mamilio, remember we were chatting on stuff with this last night in the Discord anyway. Mamilio was one that I just wasn't super confident in, to be honest, but yeah, upon reflection, it's like, you should probably play one. I only do play one because I still don't think it's that, like, something you want to play that often with it, but getting out of a jam with it is obviously important, so it works. It worked in the end with it that way, that's all I can say. So yeah, the Wall of Illusion thing is funny because in my side that was like, because we were talking on like potential outs to this deck and stuff yesterday as well, because it's like, yeah, we're probably gonna play this line, we'll go into why in a sec. What do we, like, what sort of things can out it and stuff? And Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master came up as well, and you have been known to play that in your Infernal Gaia, not Infernal Gaia, Dark Gaia.
The turn that punches a one-turn
fusion guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have been known to play it there, and like that plus Wall of Illusion, I was like, yeah, funny story about that. Wall was actually really good against this deck when I played it against you before. So I was like, I knew you were going to go for it, and War Chariot can actually negate it, but I only have one of it, so it's a bit hard to beat that. I actually specifically cited Gorgon's Eye from all the way back in Soul of the Duelist, because it negates the effects of defense position monsters for the turn if it gets played. So it's like,
if
you go all in on that, it's like, I actually can stop that. I don't think it stops Witch and whatnot, because it's only whilst the monsters are on the field, right? Because they have to specifically be in defense position. So you'd still get Witch searches and stuff like that. But I was like, if this becomes a problem, because I don't know how many of these things you've got. You got 2 walls in here. I don't know how many Jiu-Jitsu Master you've got.
I think I got
at least one. Probably got
maybe a playset. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, I've got 2, but I'm pretty sure you'd have at least that. So it's like, yeah, if you boss that, is like, I'm gonna get messed up something fierce. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I have something that can out that. And I needed to go Gorgon's Eye, not Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, because Jiu-Jitsu Masters are Earth, right?
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, I have 3.
I was like, yeah. You have 3, yeah. So like that was one thing I kind of considered with it. I was like, oh, what if that happens here? It could be really bad. And then the other one, and Crow is a really good out to stuff that way. Actually, did you main deck it or you
I main decked it? I main decked DD Crow.
You main decked it this time, yeah. When you know that I'm gonna be doing something that has graveyard recursion and stuff, that's not a bad idea.
Well, even with that, you still had Premature Burial. You still had a couple of ways to get graveyard monsters out. So DD Crow would have been a way to stop the special summon from happening in the first place.
Yeah, it's not bad. It honestly is a really good card. Format dependent, I guess, is the easy way of putting it. But our format is very favorable to it, so I do not begrudge at all playing that in the main deck. I was just curious as to which way around you went with it. Yeah, so the Chaos stuff is cool. Like, even Chaos Sork, I mean, Chaos Sork has got a lot more utility now, as I know you've noticed with the Synchro stuff here. Dude, Hainwater being a tuner as well. I didn't even realize that. That's awesome.
Hainwater, yeah.
Because that means you could use that with Chaos. Yeah, you can use that with Chaos Sork to go into a level 7 as well.
So,
that's really good.
So getting into the draws, then I drew no more synchros. So I only have I only had the 3 still.
Actually, I lied, but I can't play the one that I got. I didn't actually draw the Ammonite that you need for this thing. It's actually a stupidly good card. It's just it's like ultra mega landlocked into aliens, and they're not a good archetype.
Aliens are a bit rough.
I did get the alien kid, but yeah, it's yeah, but it's a really fucking good card if you can play it. But I didn't even get the tuner for it, so
Rip.
I just want to mention real quick, I actually do have live transfer as well at this point, because my trade-in didn't have to come, like I didn't get Titania, right? Because the other deck I was going to play, for the record, was Plants, but I had to commit to one direction here because of the trade-in stuff. So I ended up choosing to go with the Glad Beasts. Fun thing with that, we did that deliberately because we were like, okay, we can mess Brownie up here by calling
by getting Laquario out.
Yeah, and so we were going over the stuff a bit. I was going between the two decks, and then I ended up going, okay, real talk, how much is it gonna piss Brownie off if I go with this? If we do that, so we wanted to have a little
Brownie,
bit of fun.
you did that for the joke?
Yep.
Freak you. I think that went up to 11.
Yeah. I think that pretty much validates
I'm leaving.
Alright, yep, that's been validated at this point.
Thank you.
So yeah, as a result, since I didn't get Titanial, I had a regular trade that I could take from the set, so I took this just as a generic level 7. I actually thought this was a light attribute for some reason. I was worried you were going to Synchro into this and have a stronger thing than Cyber Dragon to...
I mean, Stardust Dragon is stronger, but Psychic Light Transfer isn't stronger. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I thought it was light.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
I'm saying. So I thought you could have used it with Honest, but no.
No, I have no light synchros right now, so I couldn't even do that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But so no draws on any whatever synchro monsters. No synchro monster draws. But the draws I got were interesting nonetheless. Notice in this deck, I have not used any cards I drew from this pack in this deck. Because the cards, again, they're not bad. But boy, you have to build a deck around them, and I do not have the resources to do so. The biggest thing I drew that was the most interesting is one ultra rare and one ghost rare of the same card.
Whoa!
So
okay. Is that an assault mode?
It's one ghost rare and one ultra rare of Red Dragon Archfiend assault mode. But I do not have a Red Dragon Archfiend. So...
Nope, it was an ultra rare.
So I do not have ways to get it out. But...
Oh shit, I missed... What? How did I miss that card? Alright, sorry.
No, you're good.
I just found an ultra rare that I didn't even see that I pulled. It's because it's that
terrible. That's why. Aside from that, though, two of those, 2 Code Ancient Ruins, 2 Scanners.
Ooh.
So all the ultra rares coming in pairs. I'm like, stop it, just stop it. And I thought this was pretty cute. Multiply.
Oh, you did get it.
So,
hell yeah. I mentioned that as we're going through. I was like, it's finally come in. It was the import. You got 2 Karibo when you got Metal Raider stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see it happen. I am super happy with that. I know it's not a good card, really.
I mean, it was so debatable.
So
it's like, okay, does Karibo make a comeback with this? Because I can if I wanted to. It's only one level 1 monster, but it can still be used for synchros if I really wanted to. It would have summoned 5 level 1 Karibos, which they all would have been level 1. So I would have just then needed a level 3 synchro, which I had the dark one, that dark monster. Which I guess that would have been possible, but only if you destroyed 1 Karibo. So aside from that, I don't know. I guess I could have used it with Tribute to Doom.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can use that in that way. I drew all 3 copies of the Blackwing, but only one of Gale and the other one. But I drew 7 of the other Blackwing.
Which one did you?
One of Flora and one of the other one. Shit. Hang on. I'm gonna
Okay, so I got the 3 of Sirocco, I got 2 Borer, and I got 2 Gale. So I was close. I need 1 more Borer.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 1 Gale, 1 Sirocco, and actually 5 Bora.
It's too bad I don't have any spare Sirocco, because that would have been an easy trade to get a playset going for us. But I pulled exactly 3, so I can't afford to trade that. I mean, I guess I could, because you probably don't play 3 of it.
I mean,
yeah, because it's level 5. I mean, it's decent, but you probably don't even play 3 of it, so we could swap one Bora for 1 Sirocco, and we'd have a functional playset of each. That's possible,
yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk about that another time.
Aside from that, though, all the draws I had were pretty moderate. I did not draw the Dragon Tuner I was actually aiming for, sadly enough.
Oh!
So, yeah, I didn't draw him, right? So I couldn't go with my idea of it. And plus, after reading its details, it's actually not as great as it could be. I mean, it still could be good if I run specific tuner cards to, like, either raise or lower its level. But it's like, it's a bit rough.
It's better for me at the moment than it is for you because I have the playset of Iron Chain Dragon, which is
that seems to be the gimmick I'm noticing here.
I pulled 1 of it, but I obviously wouldn't be playing it here because I've got nothing that can work with it. But yeah, the fact that I've got like Iron Chain Dragon, I could maybe make it work a little bit more than you know. But I mean, it is good later on for sure. Even if it's a little bit tougher to use because you can't instantly go level 8 with it unless, as you say, you level modulate the dragon itself. But yeah, it is pretty good. I heard it was good, like a great card at least. But it's just like, yeah, you got to make use of it properly with specific like monsters to go with it, and I don't think
not right now.
I was really hoping to be like a level 3 dragon with 500 attack or something for a synchro that's in the next set. I think it's like Exploder Dragon Wing or something that needs a dragon non-tuner. It's level 7 though, so it's like it would be good with this if you could get a decent level 3 dragon to go alongside it, you know.
Not a whole lot of level 3 dragons though.
But I don't think. Yeah, and all of them that I know of have got too much attack.
The only other things to notice, funny enough, I kind of knew you were thinking about Gladiator Beast, but I was like, you know, on the off chance that he is, do I want to counter with my own Gladiator Beast deck? Because from the pack, I did pull the Sand Knight, at least one, and the spell of it, which was like take it from the graveyard, put 2 Gladiator Beasts in the deck, and draw something like that. Yeah, yeah, that was a pretty good one. I thought, like, yeah, you know, it's actually really good to use with these kind of decks. But I don't have the powerhouses like Heraklinos or Gyzaris.
So I saw that card. I saw that card, and I was like, this would be really good if I didn't have Rush Recklessly, because that's what I'm using Rush Recklessly for, right? Is to give a little bit of attack boost to get over a monster in battle, and you know, keep my dude alive so I can trigger the effects and stuff. But it's specific to a Glad Beast, and it's only 500, where Rush Recklessly is generic and 700. So my logic there was like, okay, this is just going to be a little bit better to use just Rush Recklessly here, because I could use it on the Cyber Dragon or on Stardust, and actually, you know, punch over something that's even bigger.
I mean, yes, but that.
So ultimately,
the only other thing about it is that if it's in the graveyard, you can it's in the graveyard. You can still return 2 Gladiator Beasts from the graveyard to the deck.
Yeah, and that
because you would have kept getting it back in your hand
if I go back and look. Yeah, like I could have put Horseback in the thing with it, and I guess the neat thing there is that shuffle into deck thing is the cost of the card. So you'd be able to crow the spell card, but I've already shuffled the monsters back in as the cost in order to put it back into hand. So you wouldn't be able to crow the monsters.
Because I would actually have to activate DD Crow as soon as it got in the graveyard.
Yeah, you'd have to activate it in advance if you wanted to get rid of a monster that I'd be using. Yeah, so it's not terrible. I thought that Rush Recklessly was going to be better. If I had more space to play like one more card of that type, it probably would have been that. And this goes into a bit of a deck building type thing, just for a quick sec here. It's like, you can see, I would play like probably 4 Book of Moon in this deck if I had the ability / legality to do so. But because I don't, I kind of need to play other things that sort of do a similar effect. Not the same effect, but like, if I had your enemy controller, that would be in this deck, no problem. Because it's the same sort of idea. That's why Kunai with Chain is in here, that's why No Entry is in here. Because the idea is that even if they don't do exactly the same thing, collectively they do a similar enough thing where I can actually have more chance of drawing into that effect, right? So this goes a little bit beyond the sort of free of copy stuff that we were talking about in the Discord yesterday, but I guess you could say the same thing for like your Change Your Heart, Snatch, Steal, Brain Control type thing. They all do very slightly different things off it, but functionally they are all steel cards that you can't play more than one of, but if you could, you would, right? So you're playing free of just about the same effect, and you're going to draw them more often as a result of that, even if it's not always the exact one that you would want.
I mean, Book of Moon is still a pretty damn good card.
It is. And if it wasn't for the fact that I needed a third bestiary, because I only pulled 2 of them, I needed to trade in for that. So it was like, well I guess I
well, you could have asked me. I had 6 of them.
Yeah, I know, I could have, and I was tempted to, but I was like, nah, you'll hate me even more if I take the third Book of Moon at the moment. And on that sort of note, I was looking a little bit ahead, and one of the, I think it's in 2 sets time from here, after Ancient Prophecy, the Retro Pack 2 comes up, and it's in there as a common. So I'm playing a little bit of a long game at the moment. If I don't get it then, I might trade for it.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Because Book of Moon is kind of essential for this deck at the moment. The whole thing behind Glad Beasts is, apart from just being a bit of an attrition type deck, the whole point behind them is that you need to dictate when your battles are taking place, and you can't really let them just get destroyed by battle too often. So I need preventative measures for that. And we don't have Wabaku, I don't have defensive tactics, so I don't have the trap card way that would do it, so I've kind of got to just do what I can with it, really. And stuff like Book of Moon is really good for that. That's where I had Security Orb in the deck at one point, but then I kind of figured if you just blind MST it without summoning a monster first, which is the right way to do it, by the way. I'm not saying that's a bad play. It's what you should do. You should always try and clear the back row before you can do your normal summon. But that means then if you pop that, then there's no monster on your field. I have to blow one of mine up. That's really bad. So, and I think it's only when a monster attacks is when you can use it to change the defense. So I can't even play it that way, like preemptively. So it's not... I want to use it, especially because it was an Ultra and it was cool to pull, but it's not quite good enough. That's where like No Entry came in instead. It's like, well, at least that doesn't cost me if it thingies up, but I can also just use that to mass switch. If you Cyber Dragon plus something, I can switch your dudes to defense that way and, work on it. Basically as like 2 enemy controllers in one turn with it sort of thing, Again, dictating what battles are and aren't successful where possible. Even if these cards don't actually trade evenly at the time, the reward is more than worth it. Anyway, since I've just been showing the one screen on my end of collection stuff, might as well go into the little bit that I picked up. So I did not even notice that I picked up Life Force Harmonizer as an ultra rare. I only just saw that now as I was sorting by rarity, so that probably shows how good this card is. But when your opponent activates a card's effect that inflicts damage, you can discard this card to negate its activation.
Which one is that?
And destroy it. Whoop-de-doo, Life Force Harmonizer. It's an ultra rare that I didn't even see that I got.
Oh well.
So So it's a hand trap that negates and destroys one effect damage dealer. So unlike your Hain Water, and it's not a tuner either, by the way, but unlike your Hain Water, it doesn't like stop you from taking effect damage for the rest of the turn or whatever. I think that's what it does, right? The like you discard it and you just don't take effect damage for the rest of the turn. I think. Let me double check because it's in your grave. Yeah, you take no effect damage this turn. So this is just one card, but it does destroy the card that's doing the effect damage. So I guess that's something, but it's not even light or dark. It's wind. As a psychic, I don't think I'd be playing that. But yeah, I didn't even notice that I pulled it because it's just that inconsequential, I guess. You saw the Cosmic Fortress, which I can't play because I didn't have the Ammonite. I did get one Alien Kid, so that's a super rare, but it's actually a good alien card too. Turret Warrior was picked up. You can special summon that over any warrior monster by as a tribute, and you gain the attack of the monster that you tributed. So you basically just give it 1200 attack, basically. Like it starts with 1200 and then you gain whatever the warrior had, so that's kind of neat, I suppose. I got one of those scanners as well, and then the last super that I got was Dimension Fortress Weapon, which is a hell of a cool name. Supposedly an anti-Light Sworn card, but doesn't really work because it's too weak. It's a Dark Machine 1700 level 4, attack, 1700 attack level 4. Cards cannot be sent from the deck to the graveyard. Simple as that. So it's supposed to stop the mill effects of the Light Swans, and but it's too weak because it gets beaten up by Jane and Garroth and stuff, right? It can't even trade with them, so it's not strong enough to do its job. But it is cool. It's a level 4 Dark Machine, which would have been nice if I got Black Salvo, but I didn't. I also didn't get the fish.
Swampio. Fish! Yeah. Yeah. And it's not a quick effect, so it wouldn't be like just stopping like what is it, like trap hole or something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the only other thing I could think of is Call the Haunted, which you didn't have any of those actually in your deck. Funny enough. Yeah, couldn't fit any more in. That's funny. All right. Two things. No audio again. That's like 40 minutes. Jeez, that's not even funny at that point. And a do follow from someone. Thanks for the follow. We're hitting the follow button by hitting red in the face. That will never be not funny. All right. So yeah. Yeah. And that's fair. That's fair. Might as well enjoy your food while you got the chance here. Special bunny pie. Yeah. Go ahead and send it. I don't know if I'm going to take it or not, but I've still got to decide on that. So which pack? Which pack is this? Dark Legends. That would be Dark Legends. There it is. Spell Master's Command. Caster's Command. So 2009 wheel. Yep. Structure deck. So tournament packs are still tournament pack. Oh, okay. So we're opening one anyway. If we're getting tournament packs, we open 3 more. Okay. Yeah. Which sometimes I do. Sometimes we do. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if anything, Magic Cylinder has been an all right card for me for the past while. I mean, it's just done so many back rows. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Raging Battle. Yep. We'll find out. All right. Meh. All right. All right. Talk to you in a bit. Sometimes Cal does not take a breath. Yep, sometimes he doesn't. All right, so audio's gone on my end. All right, that's fine. We were just about to end it anyway. Cal's going to go have some pizza with his family and spend time with his family. So there's that. The things I posted in the thing is what we're getting out of the wheel here. If I take the wheel, which is if the promo and all such is from 2009. The structure deck is from Spellcaster's Command, and the tourney pack, if I get that, is Dark Legends. But because of our setup, I am opening at least one Dark Legends pack right now. If I actually won, I would have opened 2. But no, we're opening 1 anyway, so we're still going to get some cards out of this. Like a UFO turtle, like a sonic bird, like an armed ninja, like a Magna Rerun, like the left leg. Honey, honey. Come on. Come on. Why are you not flipping? Okay, why is that card not flipping? Do I need to... Excuse me? Why can I not flip these cards? I'm a bit confused. Yeah, I'm a bit confused about that. Okay, okay, you know what? I'm gonna add the pack. Let's refresh. I'm gonna have to be careful with that. I'm gonna have to make note of this. Okay, so what am I getting here? Armed Ninja, Baby Dragon, Gravekeeper Serpent, Hane, Hyo, Left Leg, Magna Ryu, and Sonic Bird, UFO Turtle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So it won't let me open the 9 packs. I wonder if that's a thing about this. So I'm going to retry. And let's flip all cards. Okay. It just didn't want to give me the rest of the cards. So unless... So unless these 3 were part of it as well, they have to be, actually. I'm going to have a talk with Cal about this real quick. Yeah, in the meantime, we're just taking a break for now. I don't think I'm going to take the wheel. I think I'm going to take a trade-in, and we'll take care of that next time since the audio is off on this end. So, sorry about that, folks. Until then, we'll call it a day for now. We will be back in sometime later. We don't know how much later, but we will be back soon. And again, I'm going to talk to Cal about this in a minute. So I'll figure this out and why it's happening like this. So we'll see you in a bit, folks.